On, y'all? Gonzo's still here in season 3. I'm gonna stop giving the numbers because I feel like I'm embarrassing myself here. You know what I'm saying? I gave the wrong numbers in the last episode. I said something like 33 and was actually on like 34 or some shit. So we've gone this many episodes in this season, so I'm gonna just stop with the numbers. I'm gonna just say, welcome back to Gonzo's Convos. I'm just gonna start saying that. Um, Fuck. So today we are bringing on Kelsey. Don't know too much about her. I know she's very frequently on Instagram, and possibly TikTok. I don't know if I have her on TikTok or not. I don't really know. I've been doing a lot of promoting lately on Instagrams, and it's been a lot. It's been a lot easier for me, if that makes sense. So we've been sticking to what is easier, and it turns out that that's been easier. So there we go. You know what I'm saying? TikTok has been more toxic lately, so it's been more of a struggle trying to network with people. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But yeah, we're just waiting for her to join up in here. Shit, she was ready to go earlier, and I said like give it till like 8:30 or so, or not 8:30. Fuck it. Yeah, 8:30 her time because she's on East Coast time. So 6:30 for us. And it's almost that time. It's 6:20. What is it? 6:20 motherfucking. Oh, 6:20 on the dot. Okay. So here's what we gonna do, man. Cause y'all know how I do. Y'all know how I do. I love my time. Time is money, and it's been a common occurrence that a lot of people been using the clout to just get the shout out and then not go on the podcast. Like they're trying to trick it out. You know what I'm saying? So we've been trying to find ways to avoid that, and so far with one episode we're doing just fine. I did, however, decide to post the two what's it called, the two posters earlier today, just to kind of because I checked in on them first and was like, y'all still good, cool, all right. That gives me to go ahead and kind of post. Okay, no, go click. Okay, clicking in now. Cool. So she's joining up in here right now. Am I still on motherfucking D&D? Yeah, I am. I'm still on D&D, so I ain't gonna get no incoming shits. And yeah, we're just gonna wait for her to come in here. We're gonna see what this vibe is like, man. Yes, sir. Bro, my chili almost blends in with the goddamn flag, bro. Shit is wild. It almost blends in. Shit is crazy. Uh, well, yeah, in case y'all wanted to know, I did get two new flags, and that is my, oh fuck, that is my nationalities, my bloodline. So predominantly Mexican, and then from my mom's side is this flag and this flag over here. So there is that. And keep in mind, y'all see me with the same fit. I have two podcasts tonight. So the next episode, you're gonna see me in the same fucking fit, same motherfucking vibe. We gonna get it. You know what I'm saying?
Hi.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you perfectly.
Okay, bet.
Oh yeah, so I already started the intro. So go ahead, introduce yourself. Why you get that face?
Okay. What face?
Because I was like, I already started the intro, and you're like
I was like,
without me. That's great. Yeah.
oh, my bad. It's because I had read your message a little late. But my name is Kelsey. I'm originally from Miami, but I'm here in Central Florida right now. But I'm planning on moving back in like a year, 2 years.
Okay.
Um, yeah, and then my ethnicity is Mexican and Puerto Rican.
Órale, güey.
Oh, you too? But what are you just Mexican or what else?
Nah, so I have that, and I got these two other flags. Can you name them?
Ooh, wait.
Yeah, come on now.
Okay, wait. Is it Japan? No, wait.
Yeah. That one.
Yeah,
Talking about this one. Talking about this one. Yeah, that's Japan. And then what's this one? This one's a little harder. I'm not gonna blame you if you get this one wrong.
is it Swiss? No. Or Switzerland? I don't know. No, right?
I don't think I'm light enough to be Swiss.
Okay, no, I don't know.
That's England.
Eh, That's
Yeah, yeah.
lit.
So how it works is my dad's full blooded Mexican, right, and then my mom is these two mixes right here. Yeah.
Dang. Oh, that's okay. How'd they meet though?
So my mom was a receptionist at a gym. My dad was going to that gym, and they just they hit it off from there.
Okay. But that's actually a really good mix. Like to say that you're like from you have England in you, Japan and Mexico. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, it's predominantly Mexican though, and I grew up around that part of the family. So I grew up in a
Yeah.
Chicano culture.
Yeah.
Entonces yo hablo español también.
Okay. See, you're
Mm,
from.
yeah,
That's
and
great. No,
you
I
and
feel
you
the same way.
and you said Mexican and Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
That's
But
a
I'm
mix of all kinds of spice right there, man.
Oh yeah, tell me about it. But my mom's Puerto Rican and my dad's Mexican. But my dad spoke more Spanish. I mean, they both speak Spanish fluently, but my dad is who taught me. So
Yeah.
I like speak Mexican Spanish more.
So the Puerto Rican Spanish didn't come through.
Not really, no.
Oh man, I was about to show off my skills, man.
Oh, I mean, you
So
still good. You still good.
no. So not grew up, but I lived on the East Coast, finishing high school. So I was around a lot of Puerto Ricans too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then I went to Puerto Rico for a week, so I really got into it.
It's nice though over there, huh? It's
Yeah,
nice.
that's my favorite spot. You know what I'm
I
saying? I'm
know.
actually drinking the rum from Puerto Rico right now.
Oh, okay, that's
Where
good.
Donku, you know Donku?
Yeah. I think I actually have it. I think my mom has it in the cabinet right now. Actually,
Where how old are you?
I'm 18. Actually,
Ah, I mean,
no,
I'm not gonna snitch,
I
but
actually no. My mom, I've been drinking since like I was 15, and I
where,
drank hella. But I had just went to LA, and I had went to the club and stuff, and I did black out, and I decided to quit alcohol. But it was actually bad because I was drinking alcohol like almost every other day. I'd get off work, and I'm like, let me get a beer, let me get a Modelo, let me get Corona. That's all I was doing. I was drinking hella bad and whatever. So now I've been sober for like 3 weeks, so I'm actually kind of happy.
That's good. That's good. It's good. Like when you have those blackout moments, it's good to take a step back, chill out for a little bit, and then if you feel like I could slow it down a little bit, then you could jump back
Yeah.
to it. You know what
No,
I'm
I
saying?
learned my lesson. Trust me.
Nah, shit. When I was in Korea, bro, I had blackout moments every weekend almost.
Yeah,
So
me.
I really had to chill.
Even my mom knows. I would drink hella. Like she'd be like, Kelsey, like you need to calm down a little bit. And I'm like, yeah, but like I'm fine. I was like, who cares? Like, but it was so bad to the point that it's like I literally have a 12 pack. But like beer is different because it's not as strong as liquor. But like I have a 12, and I'm like, nah, I don't feel good enough. Like let me go get another 12. Come back and I drink that, and I drink
Then
that.
it all hit you at once.
That's
Yeah,
not like I still don't feel it, whatever. And it's because
yeah,
my tolerance was so high that a 12 wouldn't do nothing to me. And when I
yeah.
really look back on that, I'm like, that is not good. Like what?
Modelo's ain't bad though. You know what I'm saying?
No, I
I'm
know.
not much of a beer person, but if I were to drink beer, like if that's all they had, I guess I'll go for like
Nah,
a
you need to try it's the Modelo like 24 ounce, like the tall boys or whatever. You need to try
yeah.
the limon y sal one. That one is straight, like it tastes like just like limon and
Oh,
it's so good.
órale, pues that's the cholita and you telling me this shit.
No, for real. That's why I don't have my lip liner on today, but
Oh,
I'm
you
messing.
got your whole chola fits, huh? That's
Yeah,
okay. I got mine. I got mine. It's all good.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think my profile picture. I'm in one of them. So
Oh yeah. No, I mean it's fire. Like I love going to LA. My sister lives over there, so I
yeah,
think.
I only went to LA once, but I went to all the weirdo parts for some reason. You know what I'm saying? Like Hollywood. Hollywood was weird as fuck.
Oh, Holly. Yeah, certain parts are a little.
I
Mm.
didn't like Hollywood. I was
Yeah,
like,
she
this is
lives.
too much for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She lives in West Hollywood, but by Melrose and stuff, which is a certain part. But like, she's only like 20 minutes from downtown, and she
Yeah.
used to live in the middle of downtown, like literally in one of the condos. But then she decided to move a little bit more away.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's cool. I
Yeah.
think I think LA's a good spot. It's just the weirdo parts I don't really fuck
Yeah.
with. I want to check out Miami though. I want to see the vibe in Miami. A lot of people say there's a lot of drugas going around, a lot of crackheads and shit.
I
But
mean, yeah, but you'll love it. Like I miss it so much. Like I still have a little bit of my accent left because I'll be like literally or the whatever. Like I'll just talk like straight
the
Miami.
thing I hate, the thing I hate is wherever I'm at on the East Coast,
Hmm.
people always think I'm Puerto Rican.
Yeah, because you could pass for it.
I know. I went to Puerto Rico and I saw people that looked like me, and I was like, man,
You're like, oh,
this don't
oh,
help my case at all, bro. Like,
no.
no.
Like that's what people think about me. They think I'm Dominican. I'm like, no.
It's just because you have darker skin. So a lot of, if you notice, a lot of Puerto Ricans have like brown to lighter skin,
Yeah.
but Mexicans do too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
That's what I'm saying. Like
you
some people be telling me I look more Mexican, but then I look like I don't look like anything else, just Mexican, and then I look
yeah,
Dominican and all that.
yeah. But to you, I look like a mix or something or what?
Yeah, but I could if you were to tell me you're Mexican, like I would see it. Like I wouldn't be like, you don't look like you look like straight. Like if you were full blood, like Mexican.
Fuck, but if I was younger, you would say that because I was a blondie when I was a baby.
Oh, then you would. Then I would say maybe like,
I was
or
Puerto
even
Puerto.
Cuban, because some Cubans are like light with blonde hair. So
Yeah, yeah.
they'll probably say you're either Puerto Rican or Cuban.
I've
That's
gotten those Puerto Rican Cuban, especially because when my curls, when I grow my hair out, my curls come out. Yeah, they're like, oh, this motherfucker's Cuban.
yeah.
Not at all.
But you'll like Miami. I feel like you'll vibe with like heavy because I'm not from Miami, the city. I'm from like Homestead, Florida, which is the city before going to the Keys and stuff. And then
Yeah.
I've lived in like Kendall area, which is like more above Coral Gables and towards Miami. Um,
Okay.
so I miss it though so
Shit, if
much.
it's got like a tropical beach vibe, I fuck with it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I like that type of weather. Like Puerto Rico weather was cool. A lot of people are like it's humid, it's whatever, but it's the perfect kind of humid. You know what I mean?
yes. Oh my gosh, I know.
But
It's like an escape from reality over there.
it really is, and everybody's so damn chill. It
I
might have been because I looked the part, but they were chill to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they do not give one fuck about anything over there. They're
I
so
got I
yeah.
got called Poppy more times than not, but you know.
Oh, I mean, hey, that's the vibe over there, I swear. But it's just
Yeah,
one thing about my Puerto Rican culture I do love from that one side is that no matter where you're sitting, where you're eating, they're always like, they say buen provecho, I think, but it's like just like, bon appetit kind of like enjoy your food. Like
yeah.
nobody does that. Some people just look at you like whatever. But over there it's like they're like enjoy
Drop
your
the plate in front of you and walk away.
yeah, or like yeah, exactly. And they're just like even when people my mom says that all the time that one thing about Puerto Rican culture is that you could be eating at a restaurant and if you pass me like normal, like you're not eating there, you're just walking. All they say is, "Oh, like buen provecho, have a nice." I mean, like bon appetit kind of. And you're like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
yeah.
yeah, I know
I don't
this."
know. Here in Texas is a whole different vibe. Like this is not
Oh, you're
for
in
me
Texas.
right now. Yeah, yeah. I'm
Oh,
originally from Colorado, so
okay.
my family comes from Pueblo. I come from Springs. I was just like 30
Oh,
minutes from Denver. So if you actually want to be around Chicano culture, Pueblo's a spot. LA's a good spot,
yeah.
obviously. But anywhere southern Colorado is a good spot for sure.
Okay.
Denver even too. Some parts of Denver, but it's got a
I
good
didn't even know
little.
that.
Yeah, it's got a cool little Chicano culture there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, like for Miami down there, obviously it's all predominantly like Cuban, Puerto Rican. But when you go to Homestead, you got a whole mix, diversity of everything. But
Word.
Homestead is where like originally all the Mexicans went first in South Florida. Only Homestead,
Word.
nowhere else.
Hey,
Yes,
but we're everywhere, bro. There's Mexicans in
no,
Canada, so you know
literally,
what I'm
that's
saying?
the point. No, and yeah, like my dad said that all my Mexican family's on that side over there in Homestead. So in that city, and like when I tell you like you just pass by, all you see is lower trucks everywhere, everything. Cause I have a lower truck myself, but over there
What?
is
You got a lowrider truck?
yeah, I have a drop truck.
Yo, that's lit as fuck. I need that. I need to get started on my project.
Yes, you need to buy
Mm.
one, do the
I've
time.
always wanted a lowrider, not even just a truck, just a lowrider.
Yes, get one low
You know how
and
expensive they are these days, bro. Like this shit is crazy as fuck.
no,
Cause
even just
they're,
working
they're
on a project is so expensive. Like,
yeah, it's because they're authentic cars. They're vintage car. That's the word. Yeah.
especially like Impalas and like 1963 Impalas. Ooh, those are so nice.
Yeah,
But so
and I was peeping your profile. I saw you like Blood and Blood Out too. That's my movie, man.
oh yes, oh my god, that's my favorite movie. But that's a
That's my
classic for
movie.
Mexicans. You know
That's
that.
the best movie of all time. I don't care what anybody says, man.
Literally, I went to like the scene and everything of it. I went to El
Where?
Pino, like yeah, I went to El Pino, which is like the tree. I passed the church where after what's it called after they got arrested and what's his name went to the military and stuff. They showed us church and whatever. I passed that church. Um, I went to the street and then where else I go? I went somewhere else. I forgot. I
Yeah,
literally
I
all this.
already know you had a little crush on Paco, huh? Yeah, you did. The Black Rooster, El
I
Gallo
know.
Negro. Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. But I mean, you look at him now. He's like 70 something. I don't know.
You know he's not Mexican at all. He's like Peruvian or some shit. He's
Oh,
Peruano.
I looked that up, and he's like not even. I was like,
I
how
mean,
do
I
you?
think I think Miko is the only one that has like Mexican blood,
Yeah, I think so.
which is
That's
funny.
like they're good.
They just took a bunch of brown people and were like, all right, you guys gonna act like Chicanos in this fucking.
Literally. Hey, but they played the part because you would have fooled me if I didn't have looked him up. If I
Yeah,
would have,
you would think like that. That's their culture type of deal. Yeah, for sure.
yeah. But I love that movie because it's just like, it's LA, it's East LA, and it's like a classic.
I like it mainly. It's the best movie of all time. I'm just gonna say that, but I like it mainly because Miko's story, like me being a lighter skinned Mexican, especially
Yeah,
like being lighter skinned back then, you're kind of seen like that, like
yeah.
you can't fit in with the white folks, but you can't really fit in with
Sitting with the yeah,
Mexicans, right? You know what I'm
because they'll
saying?
be
So,
like, you're not brown fool, like you're
yeah,
güerito.
and he literally had to prove himself that he was ride or die for that
Yeah.
prison gang. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
And then
it's a
finally
good
he
ass
got
movie.
he got the tattoo on
He
his
got
hand.
the placa, yeah,
He got that plaque on his on
yeah.
the.
But I don't care. Popeye was the funniest character in that motherfucker.
No, for real. That no, for real, he was. But, nah, that's crazy. That's good that you know that movie. Cause
Absolutely, I watched that shit when I was younger.
yeah,
My dad was the one that introduced that movie to me. Because my dad's like the OG Chicano. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So he
yeah,
put
yeah.
me on all this shit. You
No,
know.
my dad too. He told me because I was in LA and I took a picture. All I did was take a picture of El Pino, the tree, and I sent it to him. Not even 2 minutes later, he's like, "OMG!" He's like, "You're over there." He's like, "What the fuck? This and that." Like, yeah, dad. I was like, "It's a classic." I even went to the little tiendita, the cinco puntos, where
Yeah,
this is the first like the first intro of the movie.
yeah.
He had like went like this, and he went like like that or
The
whatever.
LA, yeah, the LA singer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
crazy.
fuck with that. That's impressive, man. I've always wanted to check that out, but never
It's
obviously got a
not
chance
hard.
to.
Yeah,
I know
that
it's
is.
not hard, but where
No,
I'm
because
at, I gotta take a flight. You know what I'm saying?
no, but I meant like it's not that far from like LA and stuff. So if you're in downtown, staying downtown, West Hollywood, just make a little drive and you're there. It's
Yeah.
cool.
Make a little skip hop to the right. Yeah, I feel you. I'm gonna check it out next time I'm in LA for sure, for sure. But
Do
that's
it.
impressive. I fuck with that. I'm
Yeah.
already impressed, and we only fucking like 15 minutes in.
Oh,
So
damn. Okay.
I fuck with it, especially because you watch Blood and Blood Out. A lot of Mexicans don't even know that movie, which is
Yeah,
crazy
no.
to me.
Which
You
is
know,
that's actually kind of embarrassing to me if you don't know that as a Mexican. Not gonna lie.
they're not real Chicanos if they don't know that movie. I don't
Yeah,
give a fuck.
no, for
I
sure.
don't give a fuck.
You have some Mexicans who are more like gangster and they don't know like the actual like original culture. They're more like vaqueros and shit, and they worry about like the
The
tacos and whatever.
taquaches.
Yeah, like watches and stuff. But like real Chicanos know what the fuck going on over there.
Taquaches are just funny, bro.
No, tacuaches is like crazy though. Or what is it? It's tacuaches, Edgars,
It's
vaqueros.
the fact that they call females tortas, bro. That shit's funny as hell to me.
No, but they say that mainly because if they're like heavy set,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like no. For
The
I be
greased up, yeah, it's fucked up. It's fucked
yeah, no,
up.
I'll be on like TikTok live and they're like, "Hey, torta," and I'm like, "Okay, I'm not even gonna
You're not even heavy set though.
thank you." But I'm like, they say that I'm not even gonna entertain that. I was like, y'all are just trolling.
Yeah. Well, that's TikTok. Look,
TikTok for
bro,
you. That's TikTok for you for
we
sure.
could go into all kinds of different fucking topics with that. You know what
No.
I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you this, right? TikTok, in my personal opinion,
Mm-hmm.
is the most toxic social media app there is out there. It used to be Instagram, but TikTok took over.
And but also Twitter. Twitter
Nah,
is
Twitter is just a sex fucking thing. Like you
oh
find
that's
a whole bunch of shit
it's
on
like
there.
Pornhub times two.
Yeah, so I never had Twitter because of that. I'm like, I'm not gonna get.
Really? I mean, I have it, but it's not even because of any of that. It's just because I actually do. I put content out there too. I write my feelings, not my entire feelings, because I don't need people to know what I'm feeling for real. But it's like certain quotes where I'm like, I just say stupid shit, or like I post myself, stuff like that.
I feel that, yeah.
Yeah, because I only have a high following on TikTok and Twitter.
TikTok only got like almost 30K. I'm
Okay.
close.
Yeah, I only have 14K on TikTok, and then 12 on I'm close to 13 on Twitter.
You'll have to tell me how much I have on IG. I don't even check like that.
Let me see.
She bought out the second phone, bro.
Oh no, I'm on my computer. I'm prepared. Cause I was like, I knew I was gonna have to use my phone at one point. Let's see. No, I think you have 113K. Let's see if I'm right. Oh no, 114.
Around 14. Damn.
No,
I
that's.
didn't even realize. I just be posting shit.
I mean, hey, that's the only way you're gonna continue to grow your page.
Well, really, how I started growing my shit was I used to be in combat sports like boxing and mixed martial arts. So I started doing that when I was younger, and then I found podcasting, and I kind of just found a new passion. So I like doing this better. You know what I'm
I
saying?
wanted to start that because like I would listen to podcasts myself, and I hear like these people say stuff or talk about stuff, and I'm someone who's very social, like siempre
I can
I'm
tell. I fuck with it actually.
yeah, like
You're not afraid to step out your comfort zone. Fuck with
yeah,
it.
like I'm just like I'm someone who I'm like if you just meet me, I'm like we're already vibing. Like I'm kind of like hey what tell me about your life, tell me this all that. Especially if you're Mexican, it's even more of a connection because you get the
That's
life.
just automatic, huh?
Yeah, and then and yeah, so and then one time I was like, I want to start one, but I
I
just
mean, hey, if you want to start one, I got you. I'll help you out.
okay.
I got all the tools. Look, I started straight from the bottom. I was posting to Spotify only audios, and then
Okay.
eventually started doing this YouTube shit, and then now I'm on Apple Podcasts. Everyone got an iPhone, right? So
I mean, yeah, like
they just listening right now. Apple Podcasts is the top streaming for podcasts too.
oh, that's
So
good. Okay. Yeah,
so yeah, I got you. If you want to start one, I got you for sure, for sure.
oh yeah, for sure. And then you have Apple, Spotify, YouTube,
Yep.
Instagram. You post on there, and that's all you have for your podcast. And then you said something else. Or?
So I posted there, and I posted on my Snapchat shit too. So like
Oh, okay.
everybody on there could see and everything. I'm not even on Snapchat like that. I just post on there.
Yeah, I have it, but I don't even.
I haven't messaged or done shit on there since like high school. So
Yeah. And how old are you?
21.
Oh, okay, that's not bad. Yeah, I
Not
assume
like actually, because I know I'm drinking here, but January 20, 2002. There you go.
Yeah. You're good. But yeah, no, but that's good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we vibed right off the bat. So I'm like, I know this is gonna be a good podcast. I was like, it's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. And a lot of guests that I've had on before, they pretty cool peoples. Like they still reach out,
Yeah.
show some positive energy. They cool.
Of course. No, me too always. And that's why like when you had first hit me up, like I did lag a little bit. I did like I messed up and I was like, no, I was like, please do not take it that way. I was like, when I tell you I've been busy to where I'm
No,
like
I didn't mean it as no disrespect type way. It's just like
not because I
I
people
book I book up the whole week type of deal. So
okay.
like when someone don't reply, I'm just kind of like, all right, cool. So
Like
I'm
okay.
gonna fit. Yeah, I'm gonna fit this person in this slot because they're
Yeah.
responding and they're showing that they're more down than the other person.
Yeah, that's how
But
we
then
moved. I was like, no, I was like, he's sub messaging me so bad. I was like, let me reply because I was like, that is not the case.
you said sub messaging. I've never heard that before, bro.
You ever heard that?
Nah,
Okay,
that sounds terrible.
no, okay, basically sub messaging is just like you either post on your story, Instagram notes, Twitter, etc., to get a message out to that one person you're trying to like just
Oh no, I was
so
no, I was
let's
just posting just to post.
okay. Nah, so let's say like me and you had gotten into an argument or something, and I was like, nah, you're trash or whatever. I would never say that. But I'm like,
I don't
let's
know
say
if I do because I feel like your spiciness might fucking overpower mine. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think I want to intake on an argument.
oh no. We won't even get into arguments, okay? Because we're both nice to each other, so that's what.
Absolutely.
But
So let's
no, it's like if I post on my story and I'm like, damn, people in podcasts be tripping or whatever the freak.
no. So that wasn't even towards you. So what had happened was there's a lot of people that are trying to use the clout stealing shit. So like they'll want me to post a poster. Like I used to post Sundays, the whole week's poster,
Yeah.
having people on this day, whatever the case may be. And after comes day of the recording, they're not responding at all. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just
Oh,
done
so
for.
they use you to basically put their name out there, but then stay quiet when it comes to you having to
Yeah, ain't wanting to put in the effort to want to get on something. You know what I mean?
they're
So
they don't even that see
that's social media these days. That's our generation. You know what I'm saying? So it's
no
kind of just as a podcaster, I gotta just look past it. Like yeah, it bothers me, but I
no.
gotta look.
that just shows you that they care more about other people's opinion and followings and all that. Like, that's not even what it's about. Even if I had 10 followers on each thing and you asked me to come on, be like, of course, like, because I'm not here to get the story. I'm not here to get my ad out there. Like, you didn't even have to post all that about anyone you have your podcast with. It's more about you talking to them and posting it for your content.
Yeah.
So it's not all about. That's how I think about it. Like,
well, I don't even care about the followers. Even if you had one fucking follower, like if you stand out,
I could care less.
If you stand out to me like on a personality note, like if you seem chill, you seem cool, and you seem down to really have a good convo, have a good vibe on a podcast, of course I'm gonna reach out. You know.
Yeah, like
I don't just reach out to motherfuckers with a K. You know what I mean? Like I don't care about that.
Yeah, no, like, and that's what I'm saying. Because even let's say you had reached out to me and you had 5,000 followers, like I do. Like, let's say 3,000, 2,000. It's a podcast. I'm still down, no matter what. You're growing your own content. You want to add me? That's an honor. I don't care if you have 500 followers. You're still willing to put me onto something that you're growing for yourself. So of course, you see, that's my opinion.
And see, I respect you for that. I respect you for that because a lot of people in this generation got it all twisted and fucked up.
Yes.
And so that brings us into our first topic, relationships. I know you wanted to talk a lot about that. So
okay.
Shit, give your personal intake on what you think about relationships these days.
Well, yeah,
I know it's bad, but go ahead.
There's a lot there's so much that is like consumed in this small amount of time to talk that is like you can't even put it all out there. But I guess I'll start with my personal experience first, and then I'll go into it.
I got you. Let's hear it. Talk to me.
So, I did have a relationship when I was 15, but I do not count that. So that's one thing I don't count.
Why don't you count that?
It's because I was young. I didn't even know what love was. It was like literally like.
I still count puppy love because you still put time and energy into it.
I mean, yeah, but that was like 6 months of dating that person. I got cheated on and
long time still.
Yeah. But anyways, my real first relationship that I actually like, I was at an age that I knew what love was. I knew how to put it out there, have affection for you, and I knew how to share my love with you and grow with you.
Yeah.
I actually just ended that not even like a month and a half ago. It wasn't me who really ended it, my bad. But I was in a relationship for 2 years of my life. Okay. Well, like almost 2 years, we'll say that. But I always say 2 because I just estimate it. So I had gotten a call and I knew something was off. Things were off, whatever. The energy wasn't being replaced back the way that I was giving it.
Yeah.
And basically I got a call that it's like, oh, my love and my feelings for you aren't there anymore. Personally, I don't believe in the word feelings once you said love. Like, once you say that you love somebody, I don't believe in feelings because feelings isn't something you got no more. Like, feelings went to love. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how, like, when you first talk to someone, you're like, oh, I have feelings for you, this and that. Then it turns like, oh, I love you. So it's like, if you're
you just countered himself. Like, love isn't feeling.
So like, wait, you either have feelings or you have love for me. Like, that's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
You know? And then I got that call, and you know what? I straight up said, okay. That's all I said. Because I'm the type that I'm not gonna waste my energy and beg someone else for anything or love or anything because that's not my place. If it happened, you tell me, okay. I eased it. I let it go. I said, hope you have a nice life, be safe. And till this day, I
bet you regrets it. You regrets it, huh?
I mean, I don't know because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even finished yet. So that happened. And I just found out not even a couple, like maybe 2 weeks ago, that he popped out with somebody new. So I'm like, oh, I said, that's fine. That's fine. It doesn't bother me because I'm doing my own thing. So
absolutely.
I didn't move on to anyone new. I didn't go hoe around. I didn't go like sleep with anyone else or do anything with anyone. No, I honestly just was like, okay, well, that gives me more reason to do stuff by myself because even to others, the only thing permanent in this life is yourself. Of course, we'll die one day, but the only thing permanent is yourself. Like, you are your own best friend.
Yeah.
Because no one, like, other people will disappoint you, but you'll never disappoint yourself at the end of the day. You never will. Maybe certain times you'll be, certain times you'll be like, oh, why did I do that? But like, you won't disappoint yourself the way that others will because you know yourself better than anyone else. And I've
Absolutely.
learned that. I've learned that so much, especially like within I guess the 2 months of being single. I'm like, I have my phone on D&D all the time, 24/7. I'm not even worried about communication. Like I'm just worried about getting my paper because the only thing I need to really live is to get my money. Okay, I need myself. I need my family that I love, etc. And honestly, I don't even have no interest in even talking to nobody because even talking to me on my phone is wasting 20, 30 minutes of my time typing with my thumbs when I can easily be typing on an essay to turn into work or turn in, etc., all to other stuff. That's how I really think about
So,
it.
so to the people listening and viewing, I'm not the only one that says this shit. Focus on your motherfucking self, and everything else will fall into place. That's how that shit works.
Literally, like there's no other words you could easily say.
There's
That's
not.
it. And I honestly, I have a vision board actually in my room, and I wrote on it. I'm like I need to realize that alone time is good, and that's another thing. It's not even about you can say relationships with love and a significant other, but even friendships is like you need to realize that not everyone's real, and everyone knows that,
Yeah.
but it's like who are the people that are really reaching out to you, texting you like, hey, are you okay? Like I haven't heard from you in a minute. I haven't heard nothing. How you doing?
Mm.
When have I gotten that text in the last 2 years? Let me think. You know what I'm saying? You really think about it, you're like, damn, like these people really never text me and see what's going on. They never invite me nowhere. They never ask me to go out. You don't need none of that. You need yourself. If I want to go get ice cream, I don't need to hit someone to go get it. If I want to go get it by myself and eat it in my truck,
go,
I'm
go get it.
fine. I'll vibe to my own music. I'll put some corridos on. Some Chicano music.
Those.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then I'll eat the ice cream by myself. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And like even now, like I love just parking my truck alone, listening to some music and just looking outside, look at the sunset. Like I could do that all by myself.
Absolutely. Couldn't have
So
said that better my goddamn self. And that's something I preach to everybody that asks me that question, right? Because everybody asks me, well, how do I get in a relationship? How do I find the right one? Well, fucking motherfucker, focus on yourself first. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Don't focus on it, because if you focus on it, guess what? You get tied into that. And what happens when you get tied into that? You find the wrong fucking person who's gonna play you, and you're gonna be left looking stupid.
no,
So
and that's exactly how I was left. But I mean, I didn't. I guess you could say I was left looking stupid, but I don't think I did. I said, you know what? That's fine. You decided to
I
do
don't
it.
think, yeah, I don't think you was left looking stupid. You just kind of just roll with it. You're like, all right,
No,
cool,
I
whatever.
did
Like,
because I'm
I'm
like,
not forcing you to be with me, type of deal, you know.
yeah, like, and I was like, yeah, you know what? He was someone who did hurt me a lot, but you know what? Like, I went past that, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna learn from that personal trauma. I'm gonna learn from that hurt that I received,
Yeah,
and grow from it. Because at the end of the day, when you dwell on something, what does that do for you? Like, if you have, let's say,
nothing.
I know, explain.
All it does is make you fucking depressed. That's all it
Yes,
does.
like, and if you have like a stone wall in front of you and you're hitting it with the axe, how long you think that you're gonna stay on that all day trying to hit it and break it? It's like it's never gonna walk. It's never gonna work. You know
And
what I'm
that's
saying?
what motherfuckers be doing, dwelling on their goddamn past relationship.
Yeah. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go and walk the other path that's leading me to a random light that I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna just walk
Exactly,
to
because
it.
you never know where that path's gonna lead you. Look
Exactly.
at that. We connecting the dots here. I fuck
I
with it. I
know. And
fuck with
then
that.
like, and people who be saying like, oh, I'm looking for a relationship. I want one. I want one. It's like, don't chase for that. Like,
Look, those same people that say that shit is the same people that are gonna cheat on the person they find. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? They're gonna cheat on that person, and guess what? It's a domino effect. That person's gonna cheat because they
Yeah.
think it's better, and that's gonna come up with a different outcome.
And that's exact. I was just thinking about that today because you had said the topic. One topic would be relationships. I'm like, you know what? I want to explain how this generation has a very now because before there was a big percentage of genuine people, but now there's so little of
Yeah,
there's such a small percentage of genuine people left that it's like, damn, everyone you meet is either unloyal, trying to do this. All they care about is like sex and all this and like whatever. But I feel like the reason being that small percentage of people keep slimming down is because those people who are genuine have been getting hurt by others. So then it makes them be like, oh, I was genuine to you and then you hurt me. Like, okay, bet. Now I'm gonna become that person with a wall saying that I don't give a fuck no more. and that whatever. And now they have become those people outside of that percentage and hurting the others in it. That's
Yep.
exactly why that percentage continues to go down, because especially after what happened to me, I was like, at first I was like, oh, I don't give a fuck, whatever. Like, I don't care what I have to do in life, or like other people, I don't care about their feelings. If I lead a guy on, I don't give a fuck. You know, part of me was thinking about that for a second, but I'm like, why be like that? I want to still stay the genuine person I am. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be hard trusting someone else again. I will have a little, it's gonna be really hard, because that's already twice in my life that someone has left me for another person.
Yeah.
So then it's like, but I'm like, no, I want to stay in that percentage of genuine people, because I'm not gonna become one of those people that hurt others.
But you also realize that's gonna take you further, right? It's gonna
Exactly,
take you down a further path. See, I like that. A
exactly.
lot of people are still stuck in that same mindset. And what that actually led them to looking at all the wrong fucking things. You got motherfuckers that look at zodiac signs and the height of a motherfucker
Yeah, like, bro,
survive with somebody. And that shit is crazy to me.
that's not
You
like
know?
that don't even matter. I don't even know the signs or whatever. But it's just like,
I
you're
don't
like,
either.
oh, you're
It's pointless.
I'm a Pisces, so you're like, oh, you're a Pisces. No, you're horrible. It's like, girl, that doesn't even
Like
matter.
you don't even know me. Like
No. Or it's like, it's crazy. I keep peeping, like, yes, look, like, people who have good bodies and they're attractive, like, of course attractive, like, yes. But I peep something that I do it all the time. I do a social experiment with my followers here and there. And it's general, like, I'll do a selfie of myself. Okay, I got enough hearts, I got enough heart eyes. I don't really care about that. But then
yeah.
as
Yeah.
soon as I post like my body or bikini picture, I notice like twice, almost three times the engagement of what I receive, and I'm like, you see how people are, or how
And it's
men
all
are?
men, huh? It's all
Yes,
men.
like, yeah. I'm just saying, you see how males lie. I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying, you see how males think that when it comes to a body, that's when it's more attractive, but when it comes to just the face, oh, it's okay, it's cool, she's pretty, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that percentage of genuine people keeps getting smaller and smaller, because more things that are physical or etc. personal trauma have now made them not genuine anymore.
Yeah. So the moral of the story is people are getting picky with all the wrong shit. You know what I'm saying? I understand looks, whatever. Looks
Yeah,
is
yeah,
an
of
eye.
course. Like, now,
Looks is yeah. Looks is an eye catcher. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna catch your eye. But if you're looking at zodiac sign, like she's
but
pretty, but she's a Scorpio. I can't talk to her.
yeah,
Motherfucker, you know how stupid that sounds? I'm sorry, but for
that,
people that believe that shit, come on,
yeah, no.
get your weather together. You know what I'm saying?
That voice said, get your weather together. Okay.
But it just sounds so corny. Like how corny,
Oh,
how
oh.
stupid would you think I am if I said that shit? Like you'd like this motherfucker's.
If he's
Yeah,
like,
he's on
oh,
some
you're
shit.
a Pisces, I'd be like, oh, okay, like.
Like you think I'm on some shit.
Yeah, like, if, let's say, like, I'm at a club, right, and you come up to me and then you're like, oh, hey, what's up? I'd be like, hey, how are you? And he'll be like, what's your sign? I'll be like, wait, what? Like, that's your first question you're asking me? Just
You know
meaning
what? You know what I say when people ask me that shit?
what?
So I'm an Aquarius, but I say Aquaman.
And what they say, they're like,
They're like, "What do you mean by that?" I'm Aquaman. What you want me to say?
yeah, like,
Hero of the seas. What the fuck you want?
yeah, I'm just like, I don't know why people just do that, because then they're like, oh, that means you're emotional, you're this, you're that. I'm like, girl, like, okay, yeah, I mean, maybe you're right, because I am emotional, I am sensitive, like, that's just me, but that's how
No,
I.
I turn it into something smooth. Like they ask me, I say I'm Aquaman, and I'm like, "What do you mean by that?" I control the wave.
Yeah,
I control the wave of this motion.
yeah.
So I'm gonna control which way this shit's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Keep up the bullshit. That wave is gonna end at some point. You know what I'm saying?
Why as fuck? Oh my god. Okay, that was funny. I'd give you that one.
That's what I say, man. And they look stupid every time. You
Yeah,
know?
because they're like, oh, okay, like,
I
oh,
bet you they still do the same shit though. They're still asking people their zodiac signs.
yeah. Because then they probably think of you like, okay, well, he didn't get me, so whatever. I'm gonna move to someone else, whatever.
I
But
don't know. I just know they look shocked and they have a crazy look on their face afterwards.
yeah, no, I would laugh, but like, I wouldn't even ask that anyway. So
I, good,
I
good.
don't,
It's
I don't really care about the shit. I'm just like, I kind of
like
just laugh.
I would understand if you're interested in it, but if that's your way of going about who you want to meet and who you want to talk to,
Then it's
it's
like,
it's delusional. That's what it is.
yes, delusional for
That's
sure.
my favorite word to use on people in this generation. Delusional.
Oh, yes, literally. Oh, if you're not 6 what 6 foot or whatever, like you can't be with me, whatever. Like, okay, look,
So
I get it.
stupid.
Like, height is a nice addition. I like it, but I mean, I don't know. I just wait till what comes for me, like whatever. I mean, maybe
How
there are.
how how tall are you?
I'm actually 5'5".
5'5".
Yeah.
So you're
What
like
about
I'm 5'6".
you? Okay.
So you notice how I said that with confidence. You said okay.
Yeah,
If
like
I said it like this, if I was like I'm 5'6", you'd be like, yeah, you're kind of short. You'd be like, yeah, you kind of on the shorter end. I
I
don't
mean,
care.
like it's whatever. Like I mean, the only reason why I can understand why women can say like, oh, I do like taller men is because there is something about it that we do like, that is like when we have to look up at you, or we have to like, hug you, we do go up. There is something about it that is like,
So
it makes it feel like a security.
okay,
However, women
yeah. So
use it to like, pull is not.
so what I was told was the taller the dude, the more they can toss him around. I looked at that person. I was like, that don't make no fucking sense.
No.
Because let's take this for example. Let's say a bodybuilder and he's
Okay.
5'1". That motherfucker's still gonna toss your ass around. Let's be real now. And
Yeah.
and
So,
and no disrespect to females, but men are naturally stronger. Just by genetics, just by how life is, men are stronger.
mhm.
So he's gonna toss you around.
Yeah, I was about to say,
The
even if
height
you're,
don't matter when it comes to that.
yeah, it's like even if you're 5'6", whatever. If someone is 6 foot, doesn't hit the gym every day, just sits home,
Then
do
he's
just
just a walking stick. He's a
yeah,
walking
and,
tree.
yeah. And then if there's a guy who's like 5'6", who works out, whatever, has muscles, bulks, whatever, knows all his stuff about his nutrition, he will do the same thing. Someone that actually he'll probably do more than the 6 foot man. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, absolutely. But I understand that. You
But
want to
yeah,
feel
like
like.
I understand like why some women would think it. Even sometimes me, I'll look at someone like, oh, he's attractive, but he's a little he's not my height. But I'm like, you know what, it doesn't matter, but I'm not interested in that anyways. But I'm like, I wouldn't really personally go over there.
So
But
scenario wise, right? Let's say
okay,
really attractive dude. Takes care of him. Looks like he takes care of himself.
okay.
All that good shit. Looks like he has a good vibe to him. And he's 5'3", so he's 2 inches shorter than you. And he goes and he goes up to talk to you, spit some game, right? What are you doing?
I feel like I wouldn't immediately turn him down because that's kind of mean. I've been there before where I've immediately been like, and it doesn't feel good. So why would I want to make someone feel that way? Like I don't like girls who do that. We're like, ill, no, like whatever. I understand if you have a boyfriend, girl, do it because you're being loyal, okay. But I'm someone who I'm like, no, like I don't like to be mean. I'm very like genuine. I like to like, I like being nice. Like I'm not mean. So I feel like I hear his game, but I'd be like, okay, well, I'll be like, all right, well, have a nice one. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. But I slip my way
That's
out.
for low key fucked up.
Hey, look, but at least I did it to a way that I was nice,
It
okay?
is a nicer way. It is a nicer way. Okay, I'll give you that. It is a
But
nicer way.
personally, no. If you're shorter than me, that's where I'll be like, look, I'm sorry.
But see, your case, I understand. You're 5'5". You're tall compared to the female scale. You know what I'm saying? Because most
Yeah,
females, especially Latinas, are like fucking 5'2" and below.
I know.
So your height came from somewhere.
I think
You know
it's
what
from
I'm
my
saying?
dad because my dad's 6 foot.
You
Yeah.
might have some NBA genetics in you. I don't know.
Oh no, please. Height is enough. I wear some heels and I'm like, I'm over some of these Mexican guys. I'm like, damn. I'm like, I'm too
Chill, bro. Gotta throw
I'm
me
like,
under the damn bus.
tall. No, but like, it's because where I live, it's predominantly Mexican. So down here, we have just like, we have like all the bailes and stuff, some quinces, weddings. That's all we
I'm
have.
a, I'm a size 9 in men's shoes. That shit don't matter.
No, I'm dead. Hey, that don't matter. Okay, see, like if a girl uses that to like reject you, that's sick.
Yeah, that's weird as fuck. And that brings me to that, right? There's a lot of weird things I see, like weird kinks and fetishes and shit in this day and age. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
But where they had me at was the feet, the toes. I don't understand that. What is up with that shit?
I literally don't know. I don't know.
I don't understand like if you're a little shorty got taken care of, got her feet done.
Yeah,
Like they look cute or whatever. But I'm not gonna grab them and put them in my mouth. Like what
yeah,
makes someone want to put it in their mouth?
no, literally, like I understand where like before, like guys would tell me like, oh wow, your feet are so nice. Like I love how they look high maintenance. You can tell you take care of yourself with like hygienic wise, I guess you could say.
Yeah,
Um,
which is a
I
good
mean,
compliment. But they're
yeah, like
like they look
yeah,
suckable.
like because
Motherfucker, what?
Yeah, no, that's weird because I'm a type of girl that I get my fingernails done all the time with my nail tech. Every month I've been getting them done with her 3 years in a row. I've never been without nails. That's one
That's
thing.
good. Like I
Literally,
said, high maintenance. Yeah.
yes. And my toes always every month done. If they're not done, I am not going out. That's how I am because I'm very like I like to look presentable wherever I go. You know what
I
I'm
get
saying?
mine done too. Shit.
I'm
People give me shit. Hey, I like to be clean head to toe, man.
hey, like that's good, but yeah, if a guy's like, I think one time I was leaving the club and this guy would look down at me. He didn't even look at me. He looked straight down at my toes and he's like, "Damn!" He's like, "Your toes look so nice," and I was like, "And mind you, I'm drunk and I'm looking at him and I'm like fucked up and I'm like, what? And he's like, no, but your toes are so nice. Like, damn, like as if he's looking at my ass, admiring it.
like
He's
he was getting turned on by the motherfuckers. Like
literally, so I'm like, oh, thank you. And he's like, let me pay for that, etc., etc. I'm like,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Now
Like I
that's
can tell
how
you.
to clean and turn them down, okay?
Like look. I can tell you what I'm the type to do. Right. I'll give a good foot massage. Whatever. Cool. Whatever.
Yeah,
I'm
because
just
that's like intimate. That's like nice. See, I like that. Like that's something that's like okay, bet. Like, cause you wanna make me feel nice and like that's
yeah.
me
But
massaging
it's,
like a guy's back with lotion and stuff. Like that's
yeah,
cool.
you know the shit. But I'm saying like that shit. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna go any further than that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like, especially if she's put it in my face. Like that's kind of gonna piss me
Oh,
off.
hell no.
Like don't do that shit. You
No,
know?
I feel like like I wouldn't even do that. Like I think it's nasty, so I would never get close to like you. Literally use that feet to go everywhere. You put in different shoes. Sometimes you walk barefoot places. Like ew,
And dudes don't understand like female feet stink too. You know what I'm
no.
saying? It stank too, just like yours. You know, and you really want to put that shit in your mouth.
Yeah.
God bless you. God bless you.
No, literally, I mean, I like when guys could compliment me and say like, "Oh, I like how you get your toes done. It's very nice. Like you can tell that you're like high maintenance." That's a nice compliment. I'm like, "Oh, thank you. Yeah, I get French tip all the time or whatever." And they're like, "Oh, I like that because they look so much like elegant. They look more elegant on women." That's where it's like, okay, now I see your vibe. Now I see where you can like where you're coming from.
I ain't coming at you or nothing because I come from a cholo family, right? But that's a chola thing, you know, to get French tips on your toes, bro. That's chola as fuck.
Oh, my nail tech knows me though. I only get French tip on my nails with different colors.
Yeah, see, yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah,
this time
yeah.
I did duck nails. I did like 2000s vibe, which is like it's more the square kind of thing.
I fuck with it. It's not too long where you can't
Oh
fucking
no. I used to get them very long
the
before.
fuck motherfucking sweetie Cardi B nails. Fuck that
Yes,
shit.
I used to get them very long. I won't lie, I did. And then that's when maybe 2 years ago or a year ago, I had decided I was like, you know what? No, I was like, I want to go for a more elegant look. Like now, I want to be like, with my job and everything. I want to look more elegant and stuff like that because I'm taking a course for real estate. So I'm like, I'm not looking like. And plus, either way, it was just maturity wise. I was growing up. I'm like, nah, like, why do
Yeah,
I want long ass nails? Like, I'm just trying to look nice, elegant, classy. That's
and
it.
that's what's crazy is you see a lot of like female rappers or female influencers, top females, right, that are
Mhm.
having their nails so fucking long. It don't look like they can function
No,
with.
literally. Sometimes, yeah. I mean, yeah, like you do get used to them, so I'll give them that. You do get used to it, so it's whatever. But like certain nails, I'm like, okay, let's
I
back.
think Sweetie had hers like this fucking long. I was like, that's ridiculous. You look
No,
like Edward Scissorhands with them motherfuckers. Like,
oh,
cut the shits the fuck down, you know?
no. I think because my photographer in
Or
LA.
Wolverine head ass.
Oh no, for real. But my photographer in LA, he's taking pictures of Saweetie, Tyga, Brent Fayez. He's so chill. He's like my dog. And he took pictures of Saweetie, and she did have like I think they were like medium size, and I was surprised when he took them. I was
Define medium, because these motherfuckers was not medium.
I
That was an
remember,
extra, extra
I remember
large.
it was like it was for one of her shoots or something, but I remember he had took them, and I was like, but she's pretty though, like she has a nice face, but
She does. Um,
yeah.
I kind of clowned a little bit because she was doing some ring girl shit at a recent boxing fight. It
You
was I
will?
don't know if you probably heard of it. It was Jake Paul and Nate Diaz fighting whatever.
Oh yes, okay,
She
yes.
wasn't even watching the fight. I got some hate and I got some people laughing with me on it. It was like whatever type of deal. But she wasn't. I mentioned that she wasn't even watching the fight. She was kind of just sitting there with a stank face because I think they told her to stop doing that so the other ring girls could start doing their
Oh,
little sign things. So she was just kind of sitting there because like looking mad, and I was like, look, the attention's not on her, so she's pissed off,
Oh,
you know.
I
So
mean,
some of her fans were like, she got paid, whatever. And
yeah,
I was like, everybody got paid though. I even got paid. I bet on it.
yeah. I mean, yeah, but what was it? WWE, right? So that shit fake anyway.
No, it was boxing.
Oh, it's real boxing? Oh, then never mind.
Yeah, it was boxing.
Oh,
WWE be kind of fun to do. You know, do
yeah.
some acting, get paid and shit.
I mean, hey, might as well. But I had seen like another video where like, who was it? Was it the wife of the dude that was fighting him? That she had the microphone and she was like crying before she said that Logan
That
Paul.
was WWE. That was WWE. That was the other Paul brother.
Like
Yeah.
that's what she was crying on. I was like, bro, I was like, that's just fake.
It's all fake. It's all fake.
Yeah, that's how I
There's
was like,
actually still people that believe that shit is real too,
I
and it
know.
baffles my fucking mind. But going back to the relationship shit, right? 2024. Do you feel like relationships in general are gonna get better? Do you feel like it's gonna still be on a decline?
No, I personally still feel like it's gonna be on the like decline because now it's moved on to the younger generation, 13-year-olds, 12-year-olds, where now
Y'all, that's my siblings.
they're even
Yeah.
getting bored. Like, like back in the 2000s when we was like 10, 12, 13, we knew like maybe some bit.
Back in my baggy pants era. Yeah.
Yeah, like we were all we cared about was trying to play with our little like toys and all this, and still in like getting into middle school, we were worried about putting a speaker in our book bag to look cool. Like, come on now.
Well, I
You
mean, people were still doing that in high school, but yeah, I get what you're
know,
saying.
but
I
anyway,
get what you're saying.
yeah. So like, and then now it's like 13-year-olds and 12-year-olds are out here like having sex and all this on a regular basis. I'm like,
Bro, that's just crazy. I'm about to tell you this. I didn't lose my virginity till I was a sophomore in
oh
high
really?
school. Yeah, sophomore. I
Okay.
mean, I had my fair share of kissing and shit
Yeah,
from
yeah,
elementary
yeah. Like,
school and all and whatnot, but I didn't actually do the thing till sophomore.
yeah, no, and it's because literally like 13 is just. But
Like
there
you don't know what you're doing. Like what do you?
no, because tell me why I saw this video of this streamer of what's his name? It starts with a D. He streams with Kai.
Kai Sanat?
Yes, but the dude, oh my god, he's low key fine to some girls and all this. I forgot his name.
Not fine to you though.
No, I think he's attractive, but he's just not my type. But he's attractive to me.
I've always wondered what the fuck that meant. Like when a female said not my type. Like you just don't fit the category they're looking for type of deal. Like what the fuck that mean?
No, I feel like they'll find you attractive, but it's just me. Like I'm more into Hispanic men. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
I'm more into Hispanic men. Like that's my type because they understand me and my culture. That I don't have to explain what it is. So if I'm like, oh, I don't know, I'm gonna go to a quince or whatever. Like, or
And
if I
their relationship with their mother better be spot the fuck on.
exactly. So it's like if you already know what all that is, it's like I don't gotta worry about that. Unless like let's say I meet an African American man, right? And when I'm talking Spanish to my mom, he's kind of like looking at us like,
Yeah, y'all talking shit.
yeah, like see, I don't like that. I like a man who's gonna already know what to do with my mom, like just I don't know certain stuff, or be with my dad and talk Spanish with him and this and that, and talk about
I
Mexico.
hate getting those looks. 'Cause they make me feel like I'm like different. I hate getting those types of looks.
Yeah. So it's like I don't know. It's just that's
I
it.
hate
But
that.
but yeah. So back to what I was saying is that he was with NLE, and then he's like, oh, he's like, when you lose your virginity, this and that, and they're eating wings and everything, and he just finished eating. He's like, 8, and everyone's like,
Motherfucker, what?
and he's like, nah, but he's like, I don't even know what I was doing, but we were playing house, and I stuck in her ass, and I'm like, what? And I'm like, yo, but it was so funny.
That sounds cap. That sounds cap.
I don't know. I don't know.
That sounds crap because how is an 8-year-old gonna know to do that? You know what I'm saying?
Finally.
That sounds cap to me. That sounds so cap to me.
I don't know.
You know how many times I played house? I never thought about eating a little girl's ass. Like
No. All I cared about was making fake food and serving it to you.
yeah.
Look it up. If anyone's listening, watching, look it up. Just put it on TikTok. Put NLE virginity at 8 or whatever, and you'll see the video. It's actually funny.
And if you think about it, like kids imitate what they see their parents doing, right? So you're playing house, you're doing like you fake cooking, whatever. and then you go and give her a kiss type of deal. That's what I would
Yeah,
see.
yeah, now it's
That's
gonna
the
be
type
like,
of shit I did. I didn't do no sexual shit.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, it's true because especially for our Mexican culture as well. If you're a father who, and I don't say nothing bad about fathers who drink all the time, whatever. That's not my place to say anything. But I'm just saying, if you see your dad like drinking a beer all the time, of course at like 12, 13, you're
you're
like,
gonna imitate that. Yeah.
I want to look like my dad. I want to look cool, whatever, and stuff like that. And so of
Smoking
course
fake weed.
you're gonna want that. So of course now I'm seeing like 15, 16-year olds like drinking beer at like these parties that I go to, and I'm just like, I mean, hey, I can't blame them. That's what I was doing. Okay, I
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we did
can't
that. So,
blame them. But then I'm like, hey, like I'm not troll, like I'm not being mean or anything. I'm like, how old are you, really quick? They're like 14, but whatever. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, oh, can you get me one? I'm like, ahorita I'll get it for you. I never come back. Cause I'm like, I'm
yeah.
not gonna, even though I did that, but I wasn't 14, I wasn't 13.
I
But
don't
even
know though, cause my Theo didn't give me like my first sip of beer till I was like 5. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
No,
it was only a sip. It wasn't like a whole thing. You know?
yeah, no, there's a picture of me when I think I was 3, and my mom was giving me champagne like out of a bottle. And she told
Yeah.
me that I drank like a big ass sip. I was like, damn, mom. I was like, you even let me like take that? I was like,
Tastes like soda. Tastes like juice. Like
tastes
what?
like juice. No,
Little
seriously.
shit.
hmm
My
No,
dad, like even my dad would give me like shots and shit when I was young, just to get a feel for it. And
yeah.
I would just down it and look at him and put it down. He's like, "You little shit, you don't like that shit. Like that's nasty, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
It's caca, you know. Like don't
Yeah,
get into that habit."
no, seriously. And like, I don't know. I mean, I just see certain things. I'm just like, damn, these people are too young. Like, I'm just like, no, mames. Like, it's,
No, mom, I was wondering when you're gonna throw that in there.
oh, yeah.
No, mom
But
is wait.
people don't know
Yeah,
what that means, but it basically means like, no
yeah,
fucking way, basically.
yeah,
So it's like,
I,
no mames.
yeah. I got you. I know.
Do you say
I
way?
heard that all the goddamn time. I heard that all the time. You know what I'm
But
saying? I see my homie.
do you use way or not? Like, oh, what's up, way? Like, how you
Yeah,
doing?
yeah. If I'm saying what's up to homies, get on the way, you know.
Yeah, me too, me too.
I'll
Like,
even say it to homies that aren't even fucking Mexican, and they're just like, "Que
like,
pedo?" Like they
yeah,
say, "Que pedo?" Like, "Que pasó?" Like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
The Cuban homies be like, "Que pasó?" They don't know what to say.
I know that's me too. Like I'll just see like, especially like guy friends and stuff that because they know my truck around here. Cause I'm in like a small town in Central Florida, so like they'll see my truck and then they'll be like, hey, what's up, Wayne? I'm like, hey, what's up? Like, how you doing today? They're like, no, I'm doing good. No mas, we're gonna have a peda in a little bit. I'm like, I'll pull up. I'll be like, I'll pull up right now. Let's go. And then we'll buy the beers. We'll go over there, and that's what I used to do. But I don't drink no
So,
more.
so you being familiar with Mexican Spanish, right? What does bizcocho mean for you?
Bizcocho?
Yeah, okay. See, she made the face. I already know what it means for you. So it's funny is one of my Puerto Rican homies was like, I don't know, I'm thinking about eating some bizcocho today, and I was like, he said, what the? And he's like, bizcocho, and I was like, you don't gotta say that out loud. And he's like, what you talk about? Like cake. And I was like, that ain't what the fuck it means for us, bro.
Yeah, no, no, no.
Hold
Because
on now.
there's also
Hold
a
the fuck on.
bad word that like for us too is like panocha.
Panochita, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
got
that
getaway. My fault. My fault. That's ghetto Spanish. Yeah.
yeah, but that I'm like it's actually pretty bad to say. So sorry if anyone.
No, no. I'm under the explicit category. You say whatever you want.
Okay, okay.
They
Um,
explicitize me. Yeah.
okay, but yeah, like that one. No, that's crazy. But mm-mm.
It's just funny how different words mean different things and different
No.
Spanish dialect. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, and what's crazy is that I get it all the time with my truck because I have a name on my truck, right? I'm Puerto Rican and Mexican. However, the one
Um,
word for Puerto Rican, it's very bad what I have on my truck, right?
Mama Huevo. Which one is it?
No, I would never put that. I even know not to put that. But my truck is called La Chingona.
Oh,
That's
okay.
that's on behind my truck. Like behind my truck, it says La Chingona, and for us Mexicans, it means like independent, badass woman. That's exactly
Yeah,
what
yeah.
because
Chingona, chingona. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
especially what's it called my ex that I had said that I ended a month ago. His mom had beat breast cancer, and she got a cake and it said soy chingona, and it was like a little woman with an arm muscle and the cancer sign, and I was like, oh my god, that's so cute.
That's dope.
I won't lie, it did inspire me to use it on my truck. So every day I am kind of reminded of that when I walk out and see it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I know where I got that from, but whatever, you know. But it still means something to me because no matter what, like that's what I am, from personal problems, personal trauma, family problems I had early in life, stuff like that. That no matter what, like soy chingona. But for Puerto Ricans, it means a whole other thing. It just means like I'm someone who just wants to fuck.
Yeah, you're a fucker. Yeah,
Literally.
literally.
And
Yeah.
so my Puerto Rican side of the family is like, Kelsey, that's not good. Why would you have that?
You should
And
change the name.
no, they literally said, they're like, no, take it off. I'm like, okay, look, I get that I'm Puerto Rican as well, but I'm also Mexican, so I just like it. But I do think about it sometimes. I'm like, damn, it is a little whatever for them. But like for me, I'm like, I see it as like I'm a badass woman or whatever. Even when you look it up on Google, you're like, what does la chingona mean? It literally says badass woman or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. But I
So
feel like that's because people are more familiar with Mexican Spanish than
yeah,
anybody. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
So, but
So
yeah, it is crazy the different meanings. I There was a time where I was really like imitating how Puerto Ricans speak, like I was speaking Spanish like that, and I got stuck with it. So when I
you
went back to see my family, they was like, "What the
they're
fuck's
like,
wrong with you? Like you sound stupid." I was like,
because they
"My
talk
fault." like,
yeah, no,
yeah,
it's like more like it's like more fast and more like they don't finish their something. They'll be like, so instead of like you can say, oh, de donde eres, right? They'll be
right.
like,
And on the edge,
they'll be
yeah,
like, de donde
yeah.
eres, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Oye,
I'm like,
mami, they be like, oye, mami, vamos a la playa. I'm
and
like,
I'm like,
you skip how many goddamn syllables? Like,
yeah. And then me, I'm Mexican as well. Like instead of saying que or whatever, I say mande, which is more.
Monday, yeah. Well,
I say
that's a
mande,
respect.
right?
That's
It's
respectful way.
respectful.
Yeah.
So I was in Puerto Rico and I was in the Marshalls in San Juan because I was getting some stuff that I needed. And the lady said something and I was like, Mande. And she looked at me like, and I was like, she said, huh? And I was like, girl, what? Like, what did you just say to me? Like, what the fuck? Like, she looked at me so weird. I was like, I'm just saying, like, what? In a respectful way. Like, chill.
no, that's when you turn troll and you're like, ¿Cuál es la problema, way?
Yeah.
You got scared.
Like,
She
oh,
gave you money.
yeah. No, that's crazy. But no, when I went to LA, of course, with the way that I dress and everything, and of course the way that I look, because my hair is naturally curly, but I've strained it so much that it's like it's kind of dead. So of course, every time I go to LA, I straighten my hair. This is how I do my makeup all the time. I do my lip liner more better, but I knew it was just the podcast. I was like, I'm not gonna be going crazy, but I always do lip liner like crazy. So when I had went to LA. Of course, everyone just look at me normal because it's like I do look like chola as fuck. And I love that shit because I just love going to LA so much.
Yeah, that's what I'm used to. So, going back to types, that's what I look at, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm used to.
Exactly.
So
That's what you relate to more. You're kind of like, oh, like blood in, blood out. This, and we could watch it together. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain little things.
absolutely. Look,
So
that's material right there, man. They
yeah,
watch Blood and Blood Out, which hey man,
yeah.
that shit, eating some food while you're watching that shit too. Like
Ooh, some birria tacos right now sound good as hell.
you telling me, like I don't know, it's just like that's typical date shit people should already know, but
Yeah.
people don't be going on dates these days, and God bless them.
No, literally.
I'm old school. I have an old school mentality, so I believe in going on dates, man.
No, I believe I literally this younger kid had texted me. He's like I'm someone who always gets advice from me. He's still in school and stuff. I'm like I guess a big sister to him.
I fuck
And
with that. Yeah.
he's like Kelsey, I need help. I've been single for a while. I'm like, boy, you're still in high school. Like you act like you 20 and you're trying to find somebody to marry. Like relax. But I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm like, what's up? He's like, nothing. He's like, I just don't know how to like pick up girls, but in a respectful way. Like not he's like, I want to be different. I don't want to be the one that just swipes
Yeah.
hard eyes and all this. And I said, look, you're already starting in a good mindset. I'm like, that's good. I said, but one thing I'll always quote, and it's for me, I don't quote it for anyone else, is that corny is the way to go. Like like it. Yes, certain things. If you're too much, like what's your sign, whatever, that's corny as fuck. I'm talking about corny,
Like
getting
goofy, like you
yeah,
funny.
like opening, like getting the flower. Like people, what people say is corny nowadays is respect, and that's what sucks about this generation because
They see
they,
that as being a simp,
yeah,
and
like
it's like, what? Since
opening the
when the fuck is being a gentleman a simp?
literally. So like opening the car door and getting flowers, they're like, nah, that shit is corny. Like she
I'm
could
gonna
just
break that shit down. Look, a simp is someone that sends hard eyes all the time and is constantly saying like you're beautiful and saying the same compliment over
yeah.
and over. That's a fucking simp.
Hmm.
Being a gentleman, doing the gentleman thing is not being a simp. That's
Yes, and now this generation has marked as being a gentleman as corny. Like, oh, you're really gonna go, cause she's sick, you're gonna go give her some soup and flowers. Like, bro,
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah. And
that's not corny. Like that is just like that's what you want to do. And then people, like especially men, have gotten influenced by their friends, their older brothers, etc. That
yeah,
oh, don't do that. That's not good. Like
yeah.
whatever, just be
Or they're
gay.
like, call her a perrito while you do that. Like, motherfucker,
No,
what? That's gonna ruin shit. What the fuck are you talking about? You know?
yeah, and it's just like, or even calling girls bitches nowadays. It's like, okay, look, yeah, even some girls in the rapping industry, whatever, call yourself a bitch. Like, oh, I'm a bad bitch. Okay, yes, okay, but like,
They
call,
get mad when a dude calls them a bitch though. That don't make sense to me because they're calling themselves a bitch.
yeah, I'll be like, oh, I'm a bad bitch. But then when they call me, I'm like, the no. But that's one thing
Come again.
I actually can't say. No, that's one thing that I can say that I don't like being called that at all. But in a way of like, if someone tells me, "Oh, you're a bad bitch," I'm like, "Oh, thank you. Like, you're so sweet, whatever." But if you call me in a way of like, I don't know, it's disrespectful. Like, if you're just like, bitch, shut up. Like, if a guy says, I'd be like, me? I'd
So
be
he's
like,
getting stabbed where at again?
uh, I don't know. I can't say that. I was
Okay.
gonna say on stream. Oh my god. But,
Said I'm
no.
on a podcast. I can't give away my secrets.
Yeah. No, I can't do that. No, I was on TikTok and I was being funny with my chat because they were like, yes, we had mentioned something about kidnapping or whatever, and I was like, oh yeah, this is what you have to do. You have to do this, and I was being funny. I got freaking banned for a whole day, 24.
For hateful speech, huh? Yeah. TikTok pretty sensitive like that.
I was like, I
You
was
can't even cuss on TikTok live, bro.
no, and then
I'm like,
I had my fake ID and I showed them on stream or on the live, 24-hour ban again. I'm like, bro.
that's why I stopped. That's why I stopped going live on TikTok so frequently.
Yeah.
Like I'll go live every once in a while,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's like Instagram and Snapchat. I just post my shit, let it do its thing. Everybody else doing their live battles and being
Yeah,
toxic,
yeah.
not really talking to each other. Let them do
Yeah, no,
them.
I don't like that.
Or the AI challenge, that creepy ass shit. Like I don't fuck with that either. That's a little weird.
What even is that? I don't even know what that is. The AI lives or
They
whatever.
act like a fucking robot or something. Like they're just sitting there like, oh, thanks for the glizzy, and they do like a little num thing, and I was like, what the fuck?
Oh no. Yeah, because someone mentioned that every time I go on live, I always see some random comment like, "Oh, AI live?" question mark, and I'm like,
Why do they want to see that? Like that.
I'm like, y'all are
I don't,
weird.
I don't, I don't get people in our generation. I don't. I feel like I was born in the wrong time zone. I should have been born in the '90s, but
I wind up yes. If I can be born anytime, I wish I was born in like I would say the 80s, so that once I'm like in my teenage years, I'm in the 90s, 2000s.
yeah.
For sure. Like I definitely wish that so much because that it's like, you love that, like you had the nice clothes. The clothes was awesome. The fits went crazy, stuff like that. And
I
then
was, I was, I was just 10 to 15 years late. That's all it is. That's
no,
all it is.
especially the Chicanos, it's like, they took their girl in the low riders and stuff like that. You listen to music now and they're like, oh, it's this one song, what's it called? Summer Nights by Lil Rob, and she's like,
Yeah.
I
And they busted out. They busted out their looks too. You know what
oh
I'm saying?
yeah, mine are in my room for sure. Yeah, and then he's like, I picked her up and she looks all dolled up. Like I'm just saying, you say all that, she looks so pretty. I put her in my passenger seat, like certain stuff like that. It's like, bro, nobody thinks that way nowadays. It's like it's so rare, like literally. And I
That's
have
why I say That's why I say I have hope, but I don't believe it's gonna get better. I hope it's gonna get better. I can always give hope, but I
yes,
don't think it.
but
I don't think it is.
yeah,
I
no,
don't
for
think.
sure. And then like I could even say myself, I have never had a door open for me. Even when I was in my 2-year relationship, maybe once because we were
That's
going in the same direction. He was like, "Oh, I might as well just open it." But like, it's never like I never had my door opened or like I had to mention to get flowers. You know, sometimes I didn't, but it's like I had to mention to be like, oh, you never got me flowers, but I mean, it's cool, like whatever. Boom, the next day I got them, but just because I said it. You know,
That's
a woman, like, I guess that's one thing I can say for like viewers is that like a woman should never have to say that, you know, like a woman should never have to say what she wants. It should
yeah, like it's a
or not even
courtesy
what she
thing.
wants. It's like it should be given. If you know women like flowers, which is hello. Of course, if she's allergic, then maybe something else she likes. Does she have a favorite smoothie place? Does she like Starbucks? Is she obsessed with it? Like that's me. We'll put that out there. My viewers in TikTok know that I'm obsessed with Starbucks. When I tell you I spent like almost 100,000 on it, you could probably say that because
God damn.
yeah.
There's also a Dutch Bros. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like
but I've never been. I wanted to go to one so bad. I want to go to Dutch Bros so
you
bad.
should. They got some good shit at Dutch Bros. I
Really?
ain't gonna lie.
It's just that we don't have one in Florida
What?
at all. Yeah, never seen. We don't have one in Florida at
Ain't
all.
no way.
I
If we
think
have one here in this small ass city in Texas, you gotta have one in Florida. Like somewhere out and about, you gotta have one.
nope. The closest one is Fort Worth, and oh no, there's one in Tampa. There's one in Tampa. That's like 3 hours.
It's somewhere. You know what I'm saying? It's a
Okay,
ways away, but it's somewhere.
but it's literally one out of the entire state.
That's fucking crazy.
Literally,
Florida tripping. They need to get that shit out there.
no, they do. Like we only have one Canes here. We don't even have Whataburger. We don't have In and Out. Like, come on now. Let me
What a
see.
burger. I always said it's all about a lot of burger because they got them that green chili fucking burgers. You know what I'm saying? That chile
I
verde.
don't know nothing about that. I only have In and Out before. That's all I've had. I've never been to Texas, so
A lot of people hype up In and Out, and it's whatever.
it's okay. It's all right. I feel like it's just like a normal burger, but the only thing that's good about it is because they got that sauce, the animal sauce or whatever.
It's always about the sauce with every motherfucker.
Yeah, I know. But it's good. It's just
Filet
like
the sauce.
yeah, I think it's
You
just
know,
mayonnaise, ketchup, cut up pickles inside. I think that's all it is.
Chick-fil-A
But
the sauce, Cane's the sauce. You know, like it's all about the sauce.
no, seriously, but I love In and Out. So my go-to order is protein style. So I get lettuce instead of the buns, and I get a double. So I get double patties, lettuce, animal style in it. So and I get an animal style, protein style, and a double. And
That's cool, but you should try a lot of burger.
okay, I should.
It's from New Mexico.
Okay.
You know, they got that chile verde burger. It's good as fuck. But anyway,
Sounds good.
it's good as fuck. It's my favorite place. My favorite burger place out of all the others.
What
Whataburger's alright, but yeah, Whataburger's alright, but a lot of burger takes the cake.
Okay.
All of them. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Then
I mean, I gotta go fly out to New Mexico.
next time you see one, it's called Blake's Slaughter Burger.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But shit, we went past that hour mark, but you know what? That's okay, because this was a good vibe and I fuck with it.
For sure.
And that is that. But I will say that there is a goofy little challenge at the end of this podcast. Don't get scared now. It ain't no crazy now.
Okay.
You ever heard of the emoji challenge?
Like I have to do it in my face. Like I see an emoji and do
So
it.
yeah, like they're all face emojis. And you
Oh
gotta
no.
say them spot on. You got it. It's easy. They're easy ones. I didn't do like no weird ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right. So you see where it says Gonzo's Convos? You look shy as fuck. You know where it says Gonzo's Convos?
No,
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't do that. Like
You know, you see what's yeah, that's what the emoji about to pop up.
the chat. Let me see.
Like right here.
Okay, so that's
Yeah,
oh wait, I have to wink, but I don't know how to wink this eye. There you go.
that's close enough.
Close enough. That's close enough.
This one's probably gonna be the easiest one for you. Yeah.
Like if you say some like corny shit, I'll be like,
All right. What about this one?
there you go.
What's that one mean? Is that like the too lit phase? Like,
I think that one's like if I say something slick. I use that all the time when I say something slick. So like if it's me trying to raise someone up and throw my game, I'm gonna be like, let's say he's like, oh, you look good today. I'm gonna be like, you look good too. Boom, that one. So it could be like a little, like a
that's
little.
like my I'm lit as fuck face. You know what I'm saying?
Oh really? That or I use that one when I'm sarcastic.
Had too much Don Julio or some shit. You know?
Yeah. Okay. This one I have to do the other eye because I don't wink with this one.
Like,
Or it's always regular. It's no smile. It's just like.
Just the wink. Yeah. I can only wink this side though, so don't ask me to wink the other one.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Me too. I don't like the other one.
And
I
then
don't
this
know.
one's probably the easiest one out of all of them. This is the last one.
Okay. There you
Yeah.
go. It's like
Do you use this one too or not? Cause I don't even know what the fuck this one means. I've seen people
it's
use
like
it in.
shy. Like it means shy, but you're also looking. So I feel like if it's like I feel like if you say something risky, that's what it is. If you say something risky, like that you don't really say, but you're like, you know what? I'm gonna just shoot my shot to her really quick. You shoot it and you're like, oh, I think you're fine too. Boom.
Okay. I've seen so many posts. I don't really know what the fuck the whole meaning is behind it.
I think it's just me like it's kind of like if like it's a bad example, it's bad, but it's like let's say you see your girlfriend like naked and she's like, don't look at me. You're kind of like, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
I get that. She knows, like, they would know I'm not gonna look away. Like, come on,
for real.
we in
But
a
I
relationship. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I don't feel like people do this shit in real life though.
no, they don't. I feel like it's just our like social media life, like you know.
I mean, maybe if they watching like a horror movie, but like, who really get that scared though?
Yeah, I'd never be like, no. I think it's just like sarcasm, especially the
I
one
don't know though. If I feel like if they made a legit real movie about La Llorona, you'd probably be.
I feel like I would, because I like scary movies, but I'm also very like I need a blanket to hold on to, or I need someone to hold to be like fuck, like I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I'm
So
like that.
there was no horror movie out there that ever made you do that.
No, I think you know what. I guess you could say The Conjuring. When I first watched it, I was very like I was kind of like just hesitant. I was like, but something that made me go like this, never. No, no.
You brave then. You brave. I mean, I never did. I don't like those movies because they're very demonic. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that
That's what
presence being
my
around.
mom said. Oh my gosh, she gets mad at me all the time. She's like, before I go, she's like, Kelsey,
Knows,
please, please.
knows. She knows some shit. That's what I'm telling you. I listen. I listen. Like when my grandma tells me that shit, I listen, bro, because I don't
No,
want that
no,
shit.
no. Seriously,
Also,
like they're right because actually, no, that's true. I always take it from her though. She'll say that shit, and of course, I'll roll my eyes and be like, Mom, okay, whatever. But like, there's times where like I'll watch a movie in the movie theater and they're saying some random language, the modern language, and of course it's a movie, so of course you're like, it doesn't mean nothing. But to me, I'm like, I go like this, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, Lord, please care of my soul, take care of what I'm listening. Don't let it come in through me. Nothing.
yeah.
People who don't say that, it's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen.
Well, here's the scary thing about Hollywood, right? That
Mm-hmm.
shit could be some legit like Latin at the
Real.
evil Latin type shit. You know what I'm saying? Because Hollywood, let's be real, Hollywood kind of evil. So,
Yeah.
you never really fucking know.
Oh my gosh, my dog is like barking.
I thought I heard a doorbell or some shit.
Oh no, that was my email. My email message just came in. It was
Oh, I was like something at the door.
oh
Nah,
no,
but no, but hey, moms, grandmas, they all know that shit. That's why I listen.
no.
Cause I don't need that energy being around me. I'm good. I'll watch the old school slasher movies though, but the new demonic shit, nah, bro.
Yeah, some of those are a little too scary. Like the Conjuring and stuff. They say that shit was actually real. All of them are based on a true story, so all of them really did happen with them
Yeah,
stuff. But like the words that they're saying, I think they actually use from the tapes. So like it's real. So it's like, boy,
yep.
yeah,
And
yeah.
there's
No,
a lot of
that's something
and
else.
there's a lot of celebrities into that shit too. And
Like the Illuminati, whatever. But that's a whole other thing. But I
oh,
don't
you
know.
into conspiracy theories too? I might have to bring you on for another episode because
Another one. Okay.
we gonna get into that shit because I'm into that shit. I didn't know if you was, but
Yeah. I mean, I'm down. Like, I mean, one more little saying before we go is that there was a lady who sold human meat in tamales. That's all I gotta say. Yep, and I heard
that
that from
shit don't
another
surprise me.
podcast on YouTube.
That shit don't surprise. She probably did that shit for the cartel or some shit. I don't know.
No, she actually did it because she didn't have enough money to pay for the meat that she was receiving from people. Like, cause she'd go to the carne place to go get carne, and she didn't have enough money from the tamales, even though she would sell out apparently.
So she
But
would slaughter people and use that meat.
she literally one day they said that they talked to her and that she said that one day all she was looking and that she saw a little girl and that she's like, you know what? If I can't get meat like that, I'm gonna get it like this. And that she got the girl, kidnapped her, not buried her, killed her, shredded her parts, whatever the freak, boiled it, used it as the meat, and sold it. And she did that, and they say that they found almost like 50 remains, like 50 people, all women. I don't know why all women. I guess because they were easy, and she was old, so it was easy for her to kidnap them instead of men. But yeah, all women.
That's fucking crazy. What
They even
the
have a
fuck?
picture. They even have a picture of like the tamales, and it's just like, of course, it's the red meat because she did the red tamales. But it's like I looked at it, and it's like you wouldn't think it is, but it's like now that you know that it is, and you look at it, you're like, ugh, ugh. No.
That's some wild ass
And
shit.
you said
Damn.
the people on the podcast were like, damn, imagine the people who are really like enjoying that shit. They were like, ooh, they were like, damn, this tamal is good. Like,
This meat hit different. Oh
yeah,
hell no, bro.
but
That shit is
that's another
wild.
story.
That's wild as fuck. I never knew that. That's crazy. I feel like you know some weird, interesting facts. I fuck with that.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what
no, no. It's because I have that. I watched that podcast. They're like they're like these two guys, and they're called Clown Boys on YouTube, and they talk about the weirdest shit, but it's so entertaining because you're like, damn, I didn't know that conspiracies, all that, and I'm like,
bro? Well,
yeah,
'cause I've been wanting to have like a specific episode straight, like specifically for a conspiracy theory. So
yeah.
if you're into that shit, hell yeah, I'll be good.
Okay, we'll do it, and then we'll like write our notes down. I'll have it here, have it ready, info.
Let's get it. I like alien conspiracy theories, by the way. That's my favorite one. That and the Illuminati shit. But
Oh, I don't,
yeah, it's creepy. But
yeah,
we gonna get it.
I don't even like bringing that up. I'm like, ugh, I'm like,
The
pretend.
Kardashians, you know what I'm saying? Nah, but we're gonna get into it though.
Yeah, okay, bet. I'm down. I'm down.
I bet. So I appreciate you coming on this episode for sure, for sure. Um, amigos for sure.
Wait, what?
Actually, amigos, you don't know what that means? That's like bestie. That means like bestie in Spanish.
Oh, okay. Oh, amiguis. Oh. Let's take a moment.
I'm about to revoke your goddamn Chicana card.
Let's take no. Let's take a moment silence because the way you said it, I heard migi, so I'm like, what?
Oh, that's cutting
And
out
then you
amigos. Yeah, my fault.
said amiguis.
Amigos.
I'm like, oh yeah.
Amigos.
I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
bet amiguis.
Okay, okay. You're safe for now. Okay, amigos. Yeah, yeah.
That's what
You said what?
I was like, what? And I was like, oh, amiguis. I heard migis. I'm like, what the fuck migis mean?
Migos. I don't know. Nah, but
But no, yes,
you
amiguis,
funny as hell, man.
bro.
Yeah.
Yo,
Shit, let me know like anytime. So, what's it called? This week I'm ending off season 3. Probably gonna take like a good like month's break or whatever, and then get
yeah,
started with
sabbatical.
get started with season 4. So shit, let me know around then.
Yeah,
We'll get
just
that
then
shit
hit me for that one, and then we'll go from there.
Oh yeah, we'll stay in the loop either way. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Let me
guys.
know. Let me know how you doing, everything, how life going, and everything.
Okay.
You know what
All
I'm
right.
saying? I'll do the same. I'll do the same.
Okay.
But hell yeah, appreciate you coming on and
Thank you.
have a blessed night for sure, for sure.
Thank you.